Just like you drew it up, 43-36, your final. Huskers go to the final play to win this one. They wanted everybody to get their money's worth, more than $90,000 as they get their opening day win. Sean, what was your big takeaway defensively on this effort?
Well, you know, Nebraska came out, showed their youth. I think they came out of the gates fast. They looked good. I mean, I made a tweet after the first two possessions, like, wow, this defense looks on the same page. They're flying around. And then a little adversity kind of hit in this game. And, you know, Justice got hot, the quarterback for Arkansas State. And from that point on, you know, it was in a rhythm. The third quarter, I felt like the offense really kind of shielded the defense as far as just keeping the ball away. I mean,
time of possession
was like 11-15 in the third quarter. But, you know, Arkansas State had a good offense. They really attacked Nebraska's weakness, I feel, the secondary right now. And the pass rush is a weakness still. I think that was really something that was concerning, that Nebraska was not really able to generate that consistent big-time pass rush you need.
Justice Hansen, you mentioned, 46-68, 415, and 3 touchdowns. Huskers on defense did do something well, and that was create a couple turnovers.
Yeah, they were very opportunistic. They kind of had a bend but don't break mentality. You saw Tyron Ferguson get one in the end zone. Joshua Kalu come up with another one as well. And, you know, Tanner Lee did a great job. I mean, he had some throws that were close, but did a great job of managing it. And the running backs, you know, did a great job of holding on to the football tonight. So Nebraska, that might have been the key stat that won them the game. You know, I told you earlier, it kind of reminded me of a boxing fight where Nebraska should have knocked out Arkansas State. They let this thing go to the scorecards, and it was a much more uncomfortable scorecard than you'd want it to be after 12 rounds.
Yeah, Mike Riley's team's at Nebraska 8-0 when they win the turnover battle. You mentioned Tanner Lee, 19-32, 238, and 2 touchdowns. What did you think of his performance?
It's about what we expected. I mean, I think Tanner Lee kind of has shown that he can make these throws, these deep balls downfield. He's got the elite arm strength, and I think we got a taste of what it's going to be like all year. I mean, I really think he's got a legitimate chance to break 3,000, 3,500 yards this year and tonight. You know, with 32 throws, which I think is a good number. I don't think you want in this offense to be in that 40 range. I mean, when you're 19 of 32, that's about where it should be, especially when you're as efficient as Tanner Lee and you can make those deep throws like he did tonight. And he's also very good at the short screen game plays, and Nebraska benefited off that.
Yeah, the Huskers pass it for 238 as a team, and they rush it for 225, some balance. And Trey Bryant, he was the star of this game, 192 in terms of yardage on 31 carries. So much for the running back by committee approach.
How much airtime did we waste?
We've done so many stories on running back by committee, and now it's the workhorse.
Honestly, I think we should have saw this coming. In the spring, they tipped their hand and said it was Trey Bryant, but I still had this theory in my mind. They wanted to keep the competition going, to keep everybody happy, keep everybody here in Lincoln, and they accomplished that. But I think in their mind, Trey was always the guy, and tonight he showed why. I mean, his ability to kind of make guys miss in the phone booth is pretty special. He's able to kind of make that one little cut move that makes everybody miss in the open field. So it looks like they could have a 1,000-yard running back. If Trey Bryant continues like he did tonight, gets that kind of workload, he'll be at 1,000 by Halloween.
Yeah, he's almost 20% there right now. As you move forward, you go to Oregon, your first road game of the year, and obviously the one everybody's had circled.
Are you ready for a road game already?
I mean, we are ready for a roadie out west. It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere at Austin Stadium. How can they carry momentum if they have momentum?
I think if anything, Andy, it could have been bad if Nebraska just played really well and knocked them out and kind of thought they arrived. If anything, they go into the week realizing, wow, we got lucky, and we better get things figured out and win this week if we want to win this week on the road. And Oregon is a team going through a major transition as well. Nebraska will get a clean book now to look at them under their new head coach, Willie Taggart, and kind of what they're doing out there after 1 week. But they played a lower level team today, an FCS team, I believe. So they probably didn't show a lot. Nebraska will have to really kind of study that, though. And this won't be easy going on the road. I think there's going to be a lot of Husker fans there. It's not going to be as hot as we thought. I think earlier it was 95 there today. It's going to be about 82 right now. So the 1:30 game and that kind of weather worries you a little bit, but it's going to be a fun atmosphere. A lot of Nebraska fans are going to make that trip out to Eugene.
It's going to be fun. Nebraska at Oregon next Saturday. It's at 3:30 Central Time, and the game will be televised on Fox.